Hello students, question number 49 from your NEET mock test states that which of the following will have maximum freezing point depression in 1000 grams of water? Molar masses have been given to you for NaCl, ethanol, magnesium iodide and magnesium sulfate. These are the molar masses which have been given to you. These are your options, and according to the solution key that has been given to you, the answer key, the correct response for this question is option 1. That is 0.585 grams of NaCl. That is the correct answer. Let's quickly take a look at the solution and see why the first option is the correct one. It's a very simple MCQ, students. Very simple question. Here we will have to use the formula delta TF is equal to I into KF into M. Here delta TF is the depression in freezing point, I is Van't Hoff factor, यानी कि एक species जब dissociate होती है तो मुझे कितने और species देती है, that is the Van't Hoff factor. KF is the molar depression constant and M is the molality, not molarity, it is molality. Okay. Now here we can see that KF, that is molar depression constant, that's a constant, it's a constant value. So KF is not going to change, it's a constant. So delta TF, that is freezing point depression, will depend on the value of I, that is Van't Hoff factor, and molality, that is M. क्योंकि KF का वैल्यू सभी के लिए सेम रहने वाला है, it is not going to change. तो यहाँ पर डेल्टा TF किसके ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा? It will depend on I and it will depend on M. तो पहले हम सबका मोलालिटी फाइंड आउट कर लेंगे, सबका वैंट हॉफ फैक्टर देखेंगे और फिर मल्टीप्लाई करके देखेंगे किसका डिप्रेशन इन फ्रीजिंग पॉइंट सबसे मैक्सिमम है. वेरी सिंपल, हम जानते हैं मोलालिटी का फॉर्मूला क्या होता है. इट इज नथिंग बट weight of the solute, mass of the solute, which has to be taken in grams, divided by molar mass or molecular weight of the solute into mass of the solvent. Now this mass of the solvent has to be taken in kilogram. Okay, so remember this, mass of the solute has to be taken in grams, mass of the solvent has to be taken in kg. तो कभी अगर आपके एग्जाम में इसे घुमा फिरा के दिया होगा तो जस्ट यहाँ पर आप केयरफुल रहना. मास ऑफ सॉल्यूट हैज टू बी टेकन इन ग्राम्स, मास ऑफ सॉल्वेंट हैज टू बी टेकन इन केजी. तो देखते हैं, सबके लिए सब्स्टिट्यूट करते हैं. द फर्स्ट वन NaCl, हम जानते हैं मोलालिटी फाइंड आउट करने के लिए वी नीड 0.585 divided by 58.5, that is the molecular weight of NaCl, into 1. So we get 0.01 molal solution. If we take the second option, यहां पर अगर हम मोलालिटी निकालना चाहें इथेनॉल का, तो we will take 0.23, that is the mass of ethanol, divided by its molecular weight 46 into 1, and this will give us the value of 0.005 molal. Molal, not molar. Okay. Option number 3, by using the same logic, we can get the molality here, and option D again for magnesium sulfate, we can find the molality again as 0.005 molal. All right, we've got the molality for all the 4 substances, for all the 4 options. Now let's quickly take a look at the Van't Hoff factor. Okay, we have the compound, we know the Van't Hoff factor, we can find the value of delta TF. We have already calculated what is molality for each one of them. We'll just multiply them by the Van't Hoff factor. If you take the first one, that is NaCl, if it dissociates, it will give you Na plus and Cl minus, which means the Van't Hoff factor here will be 2. And if the Van't Hoff factor is 2, it means that the value of delta TF that we will get here will be 0.02 Kf. If we take the second option, that is ethanol, here the Van't Hoff factor will remain as 1 because ethanol does not dissociate as ethyl and OH. It does not dissociate like NaCl. Ethanol will not dissociate. So the number of molecules after dissociation will remain the same because essentially there is no dissociation. So here the Van't Hoff factor will be 1 and my delta TF, here I will be taken as 1, so I will get it as 0.005 0.05 into Kf. If I take the third option, that is magnesium iodide, here the Van't Hoff factor is going to be 3 because magnesium iodide will break and give us 1 ion of magnesium and 2 ions of iodine. So the Van't Hoff factor will be 3. So the value of delta Tf which I will get here will be 0.015 into Kf. I have to multiply the value by I, right? If we take the fourth option, magnesium sulfate, here the Van't Hoff factor is going to be 2. Do not get confused here, students. Magnesium will be 1 ion, sulfate will be the other ion. SO4 and in its entirety is 1 single ion. So magnesium sulfate, the Van't Hoff factor will be 2. It will dissociate, give us magnesium and sulfate. Here the value of delta Tf after multiplying the Van't Hoff factor will become 0.01 into Kf. And from here it is very evident when we compare these values that 0.585 grams of NaCl dissolved in 1 kilogram of water will have the maximum depression in freezing point. Okay, hope you understood the solution. Thank you so much for watching.